Runners, commentators, furries in the chat. My name is Nave, and I am your host and organizer of the Sly 3 Optimal Loot Tournament. Joined by me on commentary is Slink, Killa.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody say happy birthday to Killa. We also have our runners, Frizz,
Hello!
Baconman,
Greetings.
and today, after a long and exciting journey, I'm very pleased to welcome you to the grand finals match. The winner of today's match will receive the $100 cash prize sponsored by Dieter, and our runner-up will receive all donations and bits from chat during this tournament with a guaranteed minimum of $50 again from Dieter. Our third and fourth place contestants, Avatar and Canudi, will receive a gift sub to the SlyGolds Twitch channel from me, or another channel of their choosing if they already have one here. I'm sure you're all as excited as I am to get this started, so I will leave the rest to the commentators, and I will see you all again at the end of the race. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Nave. We really appreciate it. All right, runners, we can head back over to the episode 1 safe house. We can get this started.
Yep, I'm right here right now.
Hold on. 1 second. I'm a bit late to the party.
Having a Venice tour real quick.
Yeah, just a quick little tour of the place. Hey. Sorry.
All right, runners, are we both ready?
Yes.
All right, on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck to both of you.
Good luck, good luck.
Good
Good luck,
luck.
fellas.
And we are off on our grand finals match between Baconman and Frizz. I'm really excited for this. This is going to be a really fun one.
Oh yeah, me too. Because I'm just really surprised that we have two Murrays here. And I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting either two Slys or a Sly and a Murray. But not two Murrays.
Yeah, Frizz was part of the very first match of the tournament against Sonic and displayed Murray strats for everybody. And I, hadn't really practiced yet, and I was part of the tournament, and I saw the Murray strats, and I was like, oh, this looks much easier for a beginner like myself at this game. And then Baconman is just taking those strats to a different level entirely, so it's really awesome to see two Murray players here.
Yeah, like this is like next level of just planning for some random tournament that we came up with in some random like event for it in, I don't know, like the span of a week or something, which is kind of crazy. But we've seen every gadget imaginable pulled out at this point, I believe, which is pretty nice, especially since they're kind of optimizing down to just a few, which pretty much comes down to temporal lock, circuit charge, and I believe it's Fist of Flame in this one still, yeah?
Yeah, I've noticed Fist of Flame is getting used a little bit less, because Murray only takes a few hits to kill guards anyway, so it's kind of just easier, because you have limited buttons for being able to use your gadgets from, so it's just easier to not have to switch between them.
Right, and then a lot of times they'll just, if they have temporal lock anyway, they'll just not use it, because it's just a lot easier to kill the guards and, loot them that way.
Exactly. We have not seen the gold pen yet. We are looking for the gold pen in episode 1, Venice here. Only flashlight guards can have it in this episode, so that's where you'll be seeing them trying to get the loot from.
Also, do we think we will see a Bentley in any episode this run?
I don't think so. I think that, in the first couple of rounds, it might have been fun, might have been a meme for people who thought maybe they were out of it. But this is the finals, and this is an extra $50 US between the winner and the loser. So there are real stakes on this.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I would have loved to see a episode 5 Bentley come out and just pull the loot in 2 seconds.
Very true. We are seeing Baconman I believe he's just doing a select route, and then instead of going around and GSMing again, he's using the reload code. And Baconman is running on a PS2 console, by the way. The only runner in the tournament to run on PS2 console.
Yeah, and we have seen him use reload code. I believe in all of his other runs he's used it so far. And, I mean, it looks like it's working. That's what I think, especially in episode 5.
Yeah, if we want to take a look at the resumes of how our runners got to this point, in round 1, Baconman only got the 2 large diamonds at the very end of the run. It took almost 40 minutes to get those without the time penalties. Round 2, again, Baconman only got the large diamonds at the very end, so did not have a very lucky first 2 rounds. And then in round 3, he did collect the gold pen in episode 1, but then again, only got the large diamonds after that. Oh, and there's the gold pen out of Frizz.
Yes, it is. Gold pen at 339 roughly, so that's a really good boost of time, especially as Murray.
Yeah, Frizz has been probably one of the luckiest runners in this tournament. He has posted the only 5 loot run in the entire tournament so far. And I believe his other 2 wins also came with 4 loots each. Only missing the gold medal, ironically, in his homeland of Australia here in episode 2.
Yeah, and maybe we'll see him round it out finally. After getting that 5 loot, maybe he'll just be able to run another one.
Exactly, we would love to see it. I'm just hoping for a close match today. We've had a lot of matches in the tournament come down to our tiebreakers, and those have always been really exciting.
Yeah, that'd be a really nice way to end it, I think. Just a really close race, maybe... I was gonna say maybe a perfect tiebreaker, but that's just so difficult with the coin counts being different as well.
Yeah, we've only had 1 run come down to coin counts, which was actually Baconman's first run against Powerman. He finished 1 second after him, with Powerman getting a large diamond from the ship battles in episode 5. And then, because Baconman had collected more coins, he took the win in round 1.
Yeah, which still amazes me that the boat battles just got the large diamond first try. Or I guess second try, but it looks pretty efficient sometimes, but most of the time I think it's just it's not really worth it unless you have a really big time advantage, and even then I feel like just getting those guards and just trying to get whatever loot you can is probably better. But I'm not really sure on the stats of when you, like, how frequent you get a large diamond from those battles. So maybe that'd be something interesting to look into later.
Yeah, from my understanding, the loots that you get from those ship battles are the same that you would get from looting a flashlight guard. So I believe it would probably be fairly even, but I believe Powerman got it on his second ship that he battled, which was very exciting.
Yeah, he got the one ship and then went immediately into 2, and I mean, really, it didn't really take that long, which is the surprising part about it to me, because those ship battles sometimes are either super quick or they just drag. But yeah, getting it off that second ship, especially with Baconman getting his diamond right after, literally a second, was just crazy.
Yeah, we've just had so many exciting matches in this tournament so far. So, really hoping for another one here out of the finals.
Yeah, we're also coming up to about 6.5 minutes, about 3.5 until Baconman can skip. And Frizz, it really hasn't looked like he's had many loots in this episode. He's only had maybe 4 or 5. Which,
yeah, the unfortunate thing about episode 2, as we know, is that the loot pool is a little bit diluted, because you can get an optimal loot from either the flashlight guards or the rooftop dingoes. But that also means that the flashlight guards can also carry bronze loots as well.
Exactly, which, from what I've been able to tell, apparently having those loots in both the guards' pockets and having the full array of loot actually evens out pretty much to the exact same chances to get the loot as you would in every other episode.
Yeah, we believe that so Remo did some science about midway through the tournament and found that the large gold bar in episode 3 is actually the least likely loot to get. But we found in the tournament it's usually episode 2 gives runners the most trouble.
Yeah, and it just feels the least consistent, at least especially from watching and doing a little bit of a science myself with it. Episode 2 definitely doesn't feel good. At least not
Oh,
to
and
me.
there's Frizz with the gold medal.
Ooh, yes he did. Okay, so he's already on track to get roughly, I mean, I guess 3. He's got to get 3. But in almost every single match, we've seen Murray pull both the large diamonds, which is just crazy.
Yeah, we're really seeing the luck come into play here for Frizz. As I said, probably the luckiest person in the tournament so far. Hopefully Baconman here can get some good luck himself and catch up, but
Hopefully, we're running about a minute and a half from him being able to skip. So, if him being 2 episodes back at this point, I mean, we always have those chance encounters where you know, runners are behind 2, even almost 3 episodes, and still just come back and get to a tiebreaker or somehow just out RNG the other person.
yeah, as good as their luck may be in the first few episodes, they could have equally as terrible luck moving to the end of the end game. So it is just anything can happen at any point. We do not know until that last large diamond is collected.
Especially with Frizz being in episode 3 here, which we know is kind of difficult for Murray to navigate, especially with the river in the middle, and he hasn't progressed the episode to the point where he drains it, so he's got those little places where you lose a little bit of time and maybe lose a guard or gain aggro from falling in the river, but we'll see how he handles it. Typically, it's been pretty well from all of his other runs where he's just destroyed the other episodes.
Yeah, both these runners have put in quite a bit of practice into this, but I feel like none more than Baconman. Baconman has the world record in this category, just over 10 minutes, and also has a sum of best that's like 7 minutes long, which obviously we're already past, but you know, you just never know what might happen with the other episodes.
Yeah, just imagine getting here, you know, everybody getting hyped up, and you know, we're still hanging out, and then one of these two just pulls out like an 8-minute time. Like that just insane, literally insane.
Exactly. We just do not know what's going to happen, which is part of the amazing part of this tournament. Oh, and there's Frizz with another gold medal, stealing all of Baconman's optimal loots. I believe Baconman has had to skip here to episode 2, so he'll be incurring a 3-minute time penalty for that. Hoping to get the rest of the loots here and hoping that Frizz has to skip an episode.
Yeah, it's looking that way, and you know, especially with you know, episodes 2 and 3 coming up, it's looking a little bit bad for Baconman. But of course, he could just pile on all 4 loots at the end here, and you know, maybe even beat out Frizz depending on what he gets. But Frizz has a lot of time, and depending on if they are talking in the voice chat, we have no idea. Typically, I think most of the writers have said that they just call out when they get loot. Sometimes they'll say a few things in between, but if they do, I mean, Frizz probably knows at this point that he is 2 episodes ahead and has some time that he can work with, so he might not insta-skip these, but I have a feeling that he's still going to insta-skip all of these episodes if he does not get the loot.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some strategy here from both of our runners, because you might think that if Baconman knows that he's behind, that he needs the loot to move on. At least once he gets to episode 3, probably it becomes more necessary. And then Frizz might know that he has a little bit of extra time to see if he can get those loots to keep that lead that he has without the penalties.
So, especially with you know, the difference in consoles here, do you think there's really much of an advantage at this point between playing on PS3 or PS2 or any of the emulators? Because even using the reload code, I thought maybe in the earlier matches it would make a little bit of a difference, especially with load times, but even with some runners choosing to quit out and some using the episode warp codes, I don't really think personally that I've seen much of a difference in time and whether platform really mattered.
You know, I'd say that PS2 or PS3 emulator with the reload code, if you're adept at using Sly and with the push boosts, probably would be the most optimal, because then you can go along the lines of especially in episode 3, like you do your one lap, you do the reload code, and then you're halfway across the map already at Sly going to the next guards. So I feel like that would be really helpful. I know that that was Sonic's plan going into it. Unfortunately, just got unlucky. But as far as these two runners, Frizz being on a PS3 console and Baconman being on a PS2 console, I feel like Baconman using the reload code often may be at a disadvantage for him because the load times are so long on PS2.
Yeah, and that's really why I brought it up, because I think he's the only runner that's been playing on a PS2 console this entire time. I believe we've seen an emulator of PS2, but I believe it was only one time, or at least one runner. So, for that, we don't really have a whole lot of, stats to go by, but still, Baconman seems pretty successful with it either way.
Yeah, it has not stopped him from getting to this point, so we definitely can't complain too much about that. And there's Baconman getting the gold medal that he missed out in episode 1, just the game teasing him at this point.
Yeah, double gold pins now, just... He's really got to get lucky here, I think. Because even though Frizz is got both loots, just at this point, let's see. Frizz has 2 out of 5. Baconman has none out of 5. So Frizz at least has to get 3 at the end. Baconman only has the chance to get 4. So we might need to keep that in mind later for tie breaks, especially if they both finish within 30 seconds of each other.
Yeah, and we can bring that up if we get a little bit closer to that. But Nave in chat asked what Baconman's world record in this category is. It is 10 minutes and 37 seconds.
Yes.
Collecting all 5 loots, which is absolutely insane. Just getting that good luck in one episode is hard enough as it is, but all 5 is just insane. Just very crazy.
Yeah, and I kept telling him, I was like just as a joke, right? I was like, you're gonna eat all of your loot before you get to the finals, but before you get to anything. And he's like, yeah, but it's just so fun to run Ultimate Loot. So.
Yeah, it's fun when you're skipping the episodes. I remember when this tournament was first announced, I believe Powerman went in his very first run and did not skip any episodes, and it took 4.5 hours to get all 5 loots.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so it really just could go either way. You could take 10 minutes, or you can take 4.5 hours, and that's just the way the RNG works.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember seeing something about that, but I wasn't sure who it was. But yeah, I think without episode skips, we would definitely be here for a while.
Exactly. Augie asks what's the best sum of best in the community? I also think that it's Baconman with about a 7-minute sum of best.
Yeah, I definitely believe it's Baconman's. I believe he's got, roughly 7.5, 8 minutes.
Oh no, it's 6 minutes and 41 seconds is his new sum of best as of right now.
6:41? Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's a killer sum of best.
Yeah, which, as we know in this category, unfortunately does not matter a whole lot.
Yeah, unfortunately. RNG gods may or may not let you have a little fun, but yeah, it's still though, having a 641 sum of best is just crazy. So there's another gold pen for Baconman, just not getting the right gold item, but he's getting gold.
Yeah, he's getting a lot closer, but he still has about 4 minutes before he can skip episode 2. And if we check over at Frizz can skip episode 3 in about 1.5 minutes.
Just about. Which, again, I think he'll probably insta-take it, even if they are talking to each other in the voice chat. I think he'll just, he'll see it as better just take the time penalty and try to focus on those later 2 episodes. But, he might want to end it out with a bang and get 5 loots, so he might try for it.
Yeah, you never know if he's going to go for the swag ending or not. But knowing that he got one of the hardest loots to get already, he has that ability to know, okay, I'm probably going to be 1 or 2 loots ahead, so it's okay if I skip this one and then maybe try and get the rest of them.
Also, just wanted to talk about it for just a second. It seems like pretty much consistent between all the runners, especially whether you're playing Sly or Murray. that for most of the episodes you have a pretty set route, and I think that's it's pretty neat that we have in such an RNG heavy tournament, or especially in such an RNG heavy category of something, because you know it just tells us in this roughly month that we've had this how much work has gone into this from everybody so far. So
Oh yeah, some runners put in some real time into this, and came up with their optimal routes. Because I don't have the knowledge of the game that a lot of other people do, but people that do understand the game really well understand how to GSM the guards. And you can see Frizz doing it a lot. Like here, he's going around this building to try to spawn guards behind all of the obstacles, and doing that specific route. And then Baconman, I'm sure, is doing the same thing. Both of them being fairly good at the GSM so far.
yeah, and I
Maeve
think that's-
asks, what is a GSM? GSM is guard spawn manipulation. So the way that guard spawns work in the Sly series is, or at least Sly 2 and 3, is they spawn where the camera is looking, but out of view of the camera. So the more guards they're able to spawn that way by manipulating the camera, the more potential loots they could grab.
It's about the best explanation I have of it, because I don't really know exactly how it works. All I know is that guards typically can't spawn unless you're looking away from them, and that is the best knowledge I have of it.
Yeah, they don't spawn while you're looking, but they have to spawn in the direction that you're looking, because they don't want to spawn behind you, because that would just take up, for a PS2 game, too much memory.
Yeah, true. See, I'm learning more today, because I'm really not I get what the tricks are, you know, a lot of the time, but, you know, as it's my birthday, I came into the community last year on my birthday too, so that's, it's really interesting that we have this today, commentating it, and, you know, my birthday's on the same day, so.
You know what? Happy birthday and happy 1-year anniversary to being in the Sly community. That's awesome.
Thank you. Hope to be here for a lot longer.
All right, we got Frizz moving on to episode 4. Did not collect that loot in episode 3, unfortunately. Which, if Baconman can get the next 2 loots, will put them back even. And the
Yeah,
game
Bacon-
teasing Frizz immediately with a large gold bar.
Yeah, he's just just a little late on it this time. Also, Baconman, I believe, is coming up very close on being able to skip to the next episode.
Yes, he just hit 10 minutes. I imagine he might just get this last guard and then move on.
I would assume so. That's something
Yeah.
I've talked about a few times before. Pretty much all the runners at this point, if they see a couple guards in front of them with loot, they'll try for it just to see if they could not get that 3-minute penalty. But most of the time, as soon as it goes past their 10 minutes, they just insta-swap. Doesn't even matter if there are guards sometimes. They'll just not even care unless they see the loot. And
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
that really helps on time.
And we just saw an amazing display of Murray movement tech from Frizz using Berserk Charge to get across a gap. And then the ball form jumps, which the name of it is escaping me currently. But
The Ricky roll.
yeah, the Ricky rolls to get across, that was just very good.
Yeah, this is something I want to talk about in this episode too, because this is I think this is the most challenging episode movement-wise, especially for Murray players, because it's verticality. You know, there's so much going on that I feel that a lot of the times they just kind of have to confine themselves to one area, and they don't really have, or I guess this one strip of area, but it's kind of hard for them to deal with the terrain all the time, especially with where the guards spawn, because everything's just so close here. So they're not really getting any helps from the geometry.
Yeah, for players like myself, it was very difficult being new to the movement of the game. It seems like Frizz and Baconman are going to have a much easier time with it, since they have more practice using Murray and seem pretty adept at using his movement tech. And then also a lot of guards do spawn on this area of the map, as far as flashlight guards go, so you get a good amount of guards you can loot. One of the problems that I ran into playing as Murray is you can't always see if a guard has loot depending on the lighting. So you kind of just gotta, at least what I did is I would just pick them up and shake them regardless, especially because the ledges are very plentiful in this area, and so you can just throw them off whatever ledge.
Yeah, and I think that's a pretty good thing because these flashlight guards, yeah, like you said, do have a little bit weird lighting because their lanterns are just the exact same color as the glow in the back pocket for loot. So it is really hard to see the loot in this episode, especially as Murray.
Yeah, I
So
always had trouble with it in episodes 2 and 4 specifically. Just the way the lighting worked.
yeah, we see just a lot of random shakes just to see if there's something there because again, it's just really hard to tell sometimes. It's hard for me to tell a lot of the time, and I've watched a lot of this and played a lot of Sly 3, so.
Yeah, I do find it interesting here that Baconman is using the reload code in episode 3. With how spread apart these flashlight guards are in episode 3, I'm a little surprised that that's the strat that he's deciding to take.
Yeah, he's done this. I'm pretty sure every time so far. At least I know he did it last match. I'm not 100% sure on the first match, but I'm pretty sure. And I'm not sure if he's found like a lot of luck with it. I guess he has, of course, at this point, because he's got an insane sum of best and an insane time anyway for the category. So
True, so he knows better than us, but
yeah, if
Bacon-
it works, it works.
exactly. Baconman keeps getting the loot that he needed from the previous episode, and Frizz keeps stealing all of his large gold bars. I keep seeing large gold bars out of Frizz.
Yeah, I believe that's his 5th large gold bar of this episode already. So he's packing on the old loot, but just can't get the loot he needs now, which is kind of weird because again, pretty much all the Murray players so far have gotten the last 2 loots like every time they've got to these episodes. So let's see if that changes this time, but I'm guessing it probably won't.
Yeah, if you're Baconman here, you have to hope that Frizz spends the full 10 minutes in episode 4 and can't find the large diamond, and then he's got to be able to get all 3 of these last loots fairly quickly. Which, as I've said before, all 3 of Baconman's rounds so far in this tournament, he has gotten the large diamonds, but only 1 gold pen other than that. So, as far as luck goes, Baconman himself has not been very lucky, but his opponents have just been increasingly unlucky.
Yeah, and the thing about that too is that Bacon Man has pretty much came into the last 2 episodes and almost instantly got the loot in all of his runs so far, which is, it just adds on to that, you know? It's crazy that he's gotten that so quick.
Yeah, and watching Baconman's movement here in this episode, he is able to get a lot of guards really quickly with that reload code, and being able to GSM as well as he is.
Yeah. Also, yeah, like we were saying with the loots, at this point, Bacon Man does need to get all 3 loots and hope that Frizz doesn't get one. And if he does get one, he really does need to hope that he gets those 10 minutes so that he can try to beat him out in the tiebreakers, minus his penalty time. So.
Yeah, if Baconman doesn't get the large gold bar here in episode 3, he still has 5 more minutes before he'd be able to skip it, and Frizz can skip to episode 5 in 4 minutes. And so Baconman's really got to hope to get all 3 of these loots fairly quickly if he's going to stand a chance at winning this thing.
Yeah, also, Frizz getting into a little trouble with the guards here. Like we said, it's really packed around here. The guards can spawn around these corners and just come out and grab you from around the corner in 2 seconds if you screw something up. So this is a lot of the area that we've seen Temporal Lock get a lot of use. Same as where the few guards can spawn. Right there in front of the safe house in Venice. So,
yeah, there he goes using Temporal Lock right there.
Yeah, like, it's just, whenever they're close to each other, it's just so hard to get the guards, especially, trying to loot them as well. If one's got loot, it's not as bad, but when they both have loot, you just have to do something.
Temporal Lock is a great ability for Murray there. Murray is able to handle large groups of guards that especially have spotted him very easily. That's one of the disadvantages of using Sly is if you get spotted, you just got to kind of use your smoke bomb and get out of the way.
Yeah, Sly's kind of got a lot easier access to an escape with the smoke bomb since it's pretty instant that he gets undetected. But Murray really does have issues getting away from guards, which I really do guess is why Temporal Lock has been used. It really does make a lot of sense to me as well. So yeah, it's a nice optimization to see put in.
Yeah, and looking at how fast Baconman is doing this lap, it looks like he takes about a minute and a half to do his lap to get all the guards and then reload code. And so that's a good strat for him if he's able to get like, 8 guards per lap. It's a pretty good ratio there.
Pretty good ratio, yeah. Especially since he does use the reload code. If he wasn't using the reload code, I wonder if he would be able to get as many loots, especially in that time frame. Not too sure that he'd be able to, because again, the guard spawns on this episode are a little bit weird sometimes. But I just wonder how much it'd matter.
True, yeah. We just keep seeing Frizz stealing all of Baconman's large gold bars. Just very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Oh no. Baconman Fist of Flame to guard that had loot.
I don't even know if he I don't even know if he realized it, but it's too late now.
It looked like he realized it and then punched him anyway.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate. You never know if that guard had the loot or not.
Yeah, and see that's the thing. Whenever you see someone kill a guard with loot, especially like Sly runners, those guys really know what the loot looks like. I mean, they've put in a lot of time, and they know exactly what everything looks like in their back pocket. We had Avatar tell us about it, how he tells like whether he's got like a gold pen or a silver pen or something like that, and it's like crazy the things you can see as like playing as Sly versus playing as Murray, because you can't really tell what's in their pocket as Murray. And it's really
as Murray, you
not
just gotta kind of shake and hope.
Yeah, it's just not really worth it to look either, because you've already spent the time shaking them. So, just go ahead and get it.
Exactly. But at this point, what we're looking at is Frizz can skip this episode 30 seconds. And so, as fast as we've seen some of those large diamonds you found in episode 5, Baconman has got to be hoping to get these loots quickly here. Otherwise, it's not going to be that close of a match.
Yeah, and if Frizz...
Oh, there it is!
Okay,
He's catching up.
That's really good for him, yeah. He really needed that loot. So, let's hope that Baconman can pull out the large diamond really quick here, like he has in every other episode, or every other run. Sorry.
Yeah, his last match was the very first guard at a large diamond, so anything could happen here, folks. We have a match on our hands. Oh my god, it happened again.
Oh, there it is.
There's no way. There's no way. Baconman just took the lead.
It always happens.
Just
every time.
like that.
We gotta think though, Frizz is just about able to skip, and I think he's gonna do it now.
Yeah, Frizz is
There
skipping.
he
They're
goes.
entering episode 5 at the same time.
Wow.
They have the same amount of loots. It's whoever gets the large diamond first.
Yeah, and then after that they have 30 seconds, so we're gonna see a really close race here, like we were thinking. And it's crazy because this is one of the first Murray rounds where we've seen them miss the episode 4 large diamonds. And that's just, I don't know why. I don't know what the luck has been, but it's just crazy the luck that the Murray players have had in episode 4 and 5.
This is just absolutely insane. I cannot handle how close this just got immediately. That's 2 races in a row Baconman has gotten the large diamond in episode 4 on the first guard.
Yeah, and this is also the second race where he's got another loot, except for both the large diamonds at the end.
Every guard that has a loot could be the last one that we see. This is absolutely crazy. This is the finals that we were hoping for, everybody.
Oh wow, is that SlyGold medium diamond? Wow, that is crazy. How many of those are we gonna see?
I'm thinking we might see a large necklace before we see a large diamond. And for those in chat who don't know, the large necklace is actually more rare than the large diamond, but it is not more expensive, therefore it is not optimal.
There's another medium
But yeah,
diamond,
there was a medium diamond.
See, I think a few people were talking about instead of having the optimal loot, having the rarest loot. And I don't know what the rarest loots are in each episode, but I do know that the large necklace is the rarest in episode 5.
Yeah, the optimal loot is the rarest one in every episode except for 5. Oh, there's the large
And there it
necklace. I
is.
knew it. I called it.
Wow.
There it is.
But yeah, is it really? So every episode except for this one, the rarest loot is the optimal.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't know that. So I'm not good with the coin count on each loot, so that's nice to know. But
Yeah, Nave
didn't-
did a lot of research into this before the tournament was even announced to see what was going to happen with it.
well, thank you, Nave, for that.
Well, the large necklace is worth 10 less coins than the large diamond. Wow.
Yeah,
We have
slim
actually
margin.
seen quite a few large necklaces in this tournament, even though they are probably the most rare loot in the whole game.
Yeah, I think we've seen 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, Rude, I believe in my match with him, got 2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, Rude got rude luck and pulled 2 large necklaces in a row and just took forever to get the diamond.
Yeah, unfortunate for him, great for me. That was a really exciting match. Go ahead and check out SlyGolds on YouTube if you want to watch any of these matches back if you missed any of them. They've all been really exciting.
Yeah, they've all been great runs overall.
Quick YouTube plug.
That was great. So I was gonna say the same thing because I missed a few at the start because I didn't know that they were being scheduled yet, and I was
Oh
still
my
in
god,
school.
there's Baconman
there's
with the large diamond. Frizz has 30 seconds.
Oh no, he's got about
He has-
33:58.
He has until 33:53, I believe,
Oh, is it
in order to get
53?
this large diamond. He
I'm
only has time for one more guard.
a little blind.
He has loot. Is it going to be the diamond? It's a sapphire.
It's a sec. Wow.
I believe that is GG's, everybody. Your
so.
winner, Baconman, Team Finland.
Team Finland, let's go! Do we have people Finland in the chat? I don't know if we do, but spam the flag, please. Support this man.
Riz with another medium diamond there.
Yeah.
Wow, what an exciting finals match. That was excellent.
Oh yeah, it went from it was just crazy this time. This is actually I think this is the closest match we've had, except for well, I think it's closest in terms of suspense because Baconman was just looking too far behind, especially with Frizz getting both those loots and having a 2-episode lead at the start. He was ahead about about 14 minutes roughly. So
and there's Frizz with the large diamonds finishing with a time of 34:51 before penalties. That is unfortunately not within the 30-second threshold.
yeah, unfortunately. But yeah, this has been our most exciting match, I feel, because Baconman just made an insane comeback at the end, looking like he was just kind of lost.
Yeah, we love a comeback story. Mavi as well, thank you for the tier 1 subscription to SlyGolds. It is much appreciated. But runners, that was an insane final. We'll start with Baconman. Baconman, how do you feel about how that run ended for you?
Yeah, that was kind of insane there at the end. The diamonds.
Yeah, that was 2 races in a row. You got the large diamonds in episode 4 on the very first guard. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. EP4 diamonds just save my day every time, I guess. And never mind the fact that I killed a guard that had loot in EP3. That was RNG manipulation for the gold bar, obviously.
Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Briz, you had an early lead, and I'm not sure if you guys were on comms or not, but you had the early lead with the first 2 loots. How did you feel going into episode 4? Did you feel like things were kind of wrapped up, or did you feel like anything could happen still?
It was in the back of my head that like things could go horribly wrong, but like up until like this run, I've had like perfectly normal episode 4 and 5s. So I was like, maybe I can win this. This could happen. But yeah, what is a large diamond? I have no idea. Yet to find one.
That's all right. We saw Baconman get a large necklace before getting the large diamond episode 5, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that match ended within about 1:30 of each other, so that was, really exciting. Great comeback to watch.
Yeah.
Killa, you got any more questions for our racers here?
Frizz, I gotta ask how you felt getting those first 2 loots. Just, I believe it was within about 13 minutes, roughly. Or no, I believe it was even faster than that. I think it was about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was 7:53 when I got the gold
7:53.
medal.
Yeah, how'd you feel just getting those 2 loots so quick?
Oh, I don't, I don't think I've ever gotten both loots so quick before. That's it was quite something.
Yeah,
But maybe it was too lucky.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we saw the good luck in the early game for Frizz, and then the good luck in the late game for Baconman.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the way this tournament has gone, and it made for some really exciting matches.
It really has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, just like I just want to say like how crazy it just was in the very end of that. Like we see Frizz, you got those 2 loots super early. Were you guys telling each other like when you got loots, or were you just kind of in there hanging out? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
all the important stuff.
yeah, it's just like crazy. Like I try to like kind of feel like what you guys feel. You know, try to kind of spout it out because getting those first 2 loots early and having to skip those 2 for like Baconman, like especially in 8 minutes, it's just super crazy to like feel like that. And even for us, we were like, you know, talking about how many loots we still have, you know, what amount of loot we have to get to see some kind of tiebreaker, or even like the time that we have to spend in each episode for each one of you to get back around what we were for a time, you know. And you guys evened out literally within seconds of each other at the very end for episode 5. So
Yeah, just a great run.
crazy.
Baconman, you have any final words for our audience here?
The diamonds, my god, I hadn't forgotten them this time. That's about it. I never missed a diamond during this journey, so I'm happy.
Excellent. Frizz, what about you? Any last words for the audience?
I think the audience knows what they want to hear. I enjoyed my stay, XQCL.
Excellent. Well, thank you to both of our runners. Congratulations to Baconman for taking home the grand prize, and Frizz as well for coming in second place. You guys will both enjoy a nice little cash prize from our man Dieter, who sponsored this tournament. So we'd like to thank Dieter. We'd like to thank all of our runners that participated in this tournament and provided us with amazing matches. All of the commentators who were able to provide excellent commentary. And also, thank you very much to Nave for organizing the whole tournament, running all of the streams, making sure everybody was on their stuff. It was incredible what he's able to do, and hopefully he gets a break. And hopefully we get some more SlyGolds tournaments in the future. This has been really fun, especially for me. So thank you to all of those people. I personally really appreciate it, and the community appreciates it as well.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I enjoy it. And I want to say a personal thank you to everybody, you know, for the happy birthday. Thank you for everybody at SlyGolds for having me on commentary, and especially for the final match. And thank you to the community just in general, because without you guys, you know, we wouldn't have SlyGolds, and we wouldn't have some great Sly Cooper speedrunning.
Exactly. Now we welcome back Nave to do a little outro for us. Welcome back, Nave.
Hello, everybody. Once again, congratulations to Baconman for winning the Sly 3 Optimal Loot tournament. I want to say a few words on our way out. This all started several months ago, I think it was January, when Dieter reached out to me asking if he could sponsor a cash prize for some kind of RNG-based event. And we discussed it in the mod room and eventually came up with this idea. I came up with some basic rules, revised them with Gandhi, and did test runs of the category to make sure we would have an enjoyable experience. And while there have been some hiccups along the way, hasn't exactly been perfect, I'd say that overall, this tournament was a great success, and I'm very proud of it. Knudi made some fantastic assets for our layout. Rude helped with finding a fun way to randomize the bracket reveal stream. Frizz has made some beautiful art in the YouTube thumbnails and channel emotes, and the whole mod team put together a great effort for this event. And I think you, the chat, our community, has really enjoyed it a lot, which makes me really happy to see. I've put in a lot of time and effort on this whole thing, and I won't be humble this one time to say that I think I've done a great job and I'm very proud of it. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to put this together. It's been wonderful. With that said, it's also been very tiring, as you might imagine. So this is where I announce that I will be stepping away from the next 1 or 2 events. I'll probably still contribute to some degree because I just can't help myself. But overall, the next couple of events you see here might have little to nothing to do with my involvement. I need a break, and it will give me more time to focus on my own goals like my GDQ run this summer, Sly 2 Episode 1 any %. Again, thank you so much. I've had a lot of fun, and it's hard to believe the tournament is finally over with Baconman crowned as our new champion. Thanks to all 16 people who signed up to run. That's just a lot more than I could have asked for, and it ended up being such a perfect number for a tournament. As well as all the commentators, even those who were not running. Thanks to Dieter for sponsoring the event, and to the community for being so awesome. GG's and congrats, and goodbye.